me candid, they too wicked, far too crooked. That is the frequent comment I hear. Too one-sided, underhanded, can't be trusted. This is the opinion, yes again. For their own abuses, they keep making excuses. Housing crack up over. They unleash their lawyer, set up an inquiry just to get Kid Rowley. But they wouldn't sue the false paper screw. I don't need to come close to tell them go. Hurry, pack up your bundle now. Stop fooling the people. The country taking a beating. So me plea are repeating. Go. They're like a natural disaster. Now. 10 times worse than Ebola. Like a dog with fleas and tongue on their knees. And I'm begging, go now. We and I did one week. From Versailles to the country. Streets turn into rivers, then into seas. It's why I'm singing, go now. This is my humble petition. And if it ain't for election, go now, please. Accidental, detrimental, could be lethal. Are you willing to take that chance? Much too seedy, they too greedy, eyes too beady. Honeymoon end before the romance. We expect corruption, but now without check or interruption. That a few might stuff the pocket, but not racket by the pocket. From the constant comments, we get no recess. Before things fall apart and the riot starts. Even in chutney, I'll tell them go. Make it sooner than later. To protect the future, please. For the sake of we children and the next generation. Go. To safeguard our image. Before Griffith cause more damage. Like a dog with fleas and tongue on the knees. And I'm begging, go now. They try to stick me with Rashmi. They have more trick than Houdini. Streams turn into rivers, then into seas. That's why I'm singing, go now. Please, Mrs. Hamla. Go now. Take Munila and Sharma, go now. Please. Them and them minions, total villains, raking millions. Their slogan, we shall rise, it was so true. Tell John Public not to panic while them and they sidekick. Swimming in a pool of dollars so blue. Like meat-eating vulture, they neglect agriculture. Mega fans of phony, Mama Guy Caroni. Sweet man Glenn and Sharma hit face to face with the karma. And Mill was awful, gone through it to pull. Don't need a big mouth to tell them go. Watch her and see they just follow now. Before we regret tomorrow, please. You're setting a bad example. Family values they trample. Go. It's only vice they desire now. Before the 5 years expire. Like a dog with fleas and tongue on the knees. And I'm bleeding go now. Before we end in bankruptcy. Before they empty the treasury. The streets turn into rivers, then into seas. It's why I'm bleeding go now. Immediately. And don't forget your AG go now. Please.
Like that one, fellas.
Independent Talk for Sunday the 12th, November 2023. So before they empty the treasury, Devon, I'd like a dog down on me knees.
I'm begging
them, please, go now,
please.
please. Devon, first things first, we need to pay some homage to the political leader of the new National Party.
Yes,
Dr. Mitchell. I think today is his, how do you call it, Out Strong?
He's out
Be
strong.
date. So, Chief, I hope you see many, many, many more. Because you have to be around, You have to be around for a long time still.
Very long time.
Because getting back the country on foot, when the people vote all these fellas and them, you must be around to get back the country on foot because you know how.
Yeah,
Not once you do it in Ivan, you do it in MLE, you still do it in 2013,
COVID.
and then you still do it in COVID, so you know, you have the blueprint. So you go play a little thing for him, and then you go say a bit on it. And and because of that occasion, Gates, usually I don't do this, but we need 100 likes today.
All right.
We need 100 likes for that occasion, Devon.
Yeah, 100 and more. And pleasant afternoon to all. And I would like to take the opportunity again to wish our political leader, Dr. the Right Honorable Keith Claudius Mitchell, happy out strong, right? And we know you will live to see a lot more because you have to be there when we take this country. Your experience is needed, right? So, Doc, we hope that those closest to you make it a very enjoyable day for you, right? And remembrance, right? You have done well so far. Right, as a son, a father, and as a politician, you have done well. Bless and have a wonderful day.
Hello.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yes.
I want to wish Dr. Keith Mitchell a happy birthday, and I wish he lived to see many, many more to take us out in the mess that we're in this country. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you very much.
And we expect persons to call in.
Yes.
2 days.
2 days that day you have to call in.
Just call in.
You have to call in and wish the big man. Give him some
Give your greetings.
some credence and some kudos today.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Gentlemen.
Afternoon.
Good afternoon, my dear.
Afternoon, my dear loving honorable Prime Minister. Is the Prime Minister? I don't know again. Dr. Mitchell, happy birthday to you. Long life and strength, Dr. Mitchell. Until you see another birthday again. Dr. Mitchell, the word I mean, sweet and I don't know how to put it for you, And stop you. Dr. Mitchell, you dare to hold this country in that holy glowing week. We there with you to hold it in the rope. Dr. Mitchell, we love you. We love you. All the best. Have a blessed afternoon. Love you.
All right. Yeah, well.
Yes.
Yes, so play the song again, Gates.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
How is the gentleman there? Everybody okay?
Yeah, we did you. We are
Well, I
blessed.
just calling to wish my dear, beloved, honorable Dr. Keith Claudius Mitchell a happy, enjoyable, long life with health, strength, prosperity, and God riches blessing upon him, and make himself look younger every day as the day come and go. God bless him, and tell him I stay his dear mother that bring him forth. Bless, that it was a blessed womb God give to us. So long life for her still too, no matter what age she are now, but long life for her, and double portion for him again. Is with God's richest blessing. Love him, love him, love him. God bless.
Take care.
Thank you.
Grenada still remains my constituency, Igwe. Really FM is my parliament. And today, along with Devon and Igwe, we are the people's spokespersons. We continue to be blessed and protected by the Ancient of Days. And I always say, Devon, my purpose here is to bring the information to the people by way of facts. What they do with the information and facts is a matter entirely for them. But I always tell them, where shame is absent, anything could happen, like we are seeing in healthcare presently, like victimization and nepotism. We wouldn't stay silent, Devon.
We can't.
Like the critical thinkers, because the critical thinkers like Tillman Thomas and Jude Barnard and Miss Ferguson and others, they gone missing. The hands on the lip, the mouth zip. We wouldn't be like them. And I'm here to make those who are comfortable with what the actions of this government is very uncomfortable, and to those that the actions are hurting and making them uncomfortable, I'm here to make them very comfortable with information. They want a stylish discussion today. Do we have a prime minister or an oppressor? And we go play clips and we go have discussions to make our argument. Let's take a call.
Good afternoon and welcome.
Yes, good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Yes, sir.
Yes, so I didn't know our politician leader birthday today. I called to wish him happy birthday today and many more to come. And but it's still all right. Still, I wish him all the best. That the do like Jonah once again take out of the dirty water. All right, goodbye.
All right. Thank you, my friend.
So before we go, I must the word oppress, to keep people or someone in a subservience, and subservience merely mean obey without questioning, or hardship, especially by the unjust exercise of authority, which the NDC is the authority in Grenada. Let's take it.
Good afternoon and welcome.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Yes.
Master Carl,
Amen.
you want them to tell you what some people do since weekend. You want to tell you what they didn't do in Grenada. But I could tell you what they didn't do, you know.
Tell me.
But it's all right. I go leave that dead. Master Carl, I have a concern, you know, and I want to first of all I want to say happy birthday to Dr. Mitchell, and wish him long life, health, and strength, and to live to see many more to come. Well, you know, I have a daughter birthday that is yesterday too, and I thought she and Kit was on the same date, but anyhow, one day apart. My concern this evening is about 32-man delegation traveling. Master Carl, give me some of that money now.
They could use that to fix the hospital that leaking in Maribor. With the children and them is when rain fall and they have to move the bed and put bucket.
I could build a drain. If I get some minute, I could build a drain to take out the water in the road, to protect the road.
That has to be oppression.
Huh?
That has to be oppression.
Lord have mercy. That is not on the backs of the Grenadian coppers, no?
The taxpayers are paying for that. Who else?
Well, I think the amount of people I see traveling in recent time, they have these are the nepotism or the nepotism, or you want to call them, because they're close to the party. And a favorite radio announcer never went to New York. He boasting in New York now. These things.
Let me tell you something. We know that going on, but we don't want to give these fellas any air on that station, eh? Let them do this stupidness. Time go call on them.
Well, I mean,
I don't want to give them no air here.
No.
We know the stupidness they're doing. Time go call on them.
Yeah, I know that.
Well, I don't give them no big up here.
No. This is stupidness. This is real. This is real pressure. And
just remember, corruption do a statute data.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Thank you.
Where is that delegation going to?
Doha.
Again?
Middle East again?
They like Uhala and Panama. Why you over the passport are selling you now?
Well, you know, I heard a clip saying he's bringing home monies not for the government, but for the NDC party. So they have to build the headquarters. So they're bringing home money to build the headquarters. Because we don't hear nothing, when all these people travel, we don't hear nothing about aid, grant, or development for the country. Unlike, I don't want to call his name, unlike when certain other ministers travel, you could hear they're sending to Venezuela, they're sending to China, and they're getting a grant. Like the houses that we got here is because of people traveling. And
like the fertilizer from Morocco.
Exactly. No, I don't want to talk about that, but I am saying, Master Carl, Devon, and I think you need to pound that a lot more. Let people know. And a gentleman was telling me that the government is doing good because the police solving case as left, right, and center. And that, in my opinion, I said, look at the housing unit. You put it out of the reach of poor people and you tell me that is doing good? You're giving the poor people 1 and 2 fortnights before Christmas. And you say you're doing good? And all I'm hearing is big delegation flying. Well, according to the top, is the Grenada going up and up and up. They're putting Grenada in the plane now.
Let me ask you this.
Up and up.
The Prime Minister go out 21 times now. What tangible have we seen as a result of this 21 trip? That is the crux of the matter, and that is the question you need to answer. So not about Grenada doing good. What has the Prime Minister brought back from the 21 trips, and how much money was spent, taxpayers' money was spent to finance the 21 trip? That is the crux of the matter.
And it just started going, you know. It just started going because he
21 trip.
21 in just
not a modicum of anything. The only thing what happened from a 21 trip is to borrow $100 million US from the Saudis. That's the only thing he could say, because after he come back, he said he had some discussion with the Saudis. And they borrow $100 million. But for that 21 trip, what is the benefit? What have we seen?
Well, I haven't seen nothing yet. There is a lot of things I want to talk about, but it's not today. I will talk about it in due course of time.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
No, I must read my Sunday piece, Devon, before we go further. So callers, bear with me. And my Sunday piece today is captioned 5 from 50 leaves 0. 50 years connote maturity and indeed a pivotal juncture in a person's life. A place where you are forced to reminisce on the past triumphs and tempted to look ahead, anticipating greater achievement with less mistakes and missteps. Grenada has experienced its share of hardship, social revolution, bloodless or bloody revolution based on whose history book you read. Colorful triumph that includes gaining independence from our colonial masters and the nurturing of the finest men and women that would ever celebrate. Never in my wildest dream I could have ever envisioned that a democratically elected government led by a youthful exuberance can turn to a deep and dark, scandalous side with such autocracy. Many herald this man in his 40s as the up-and-coming savior, as if there was something to salvage. But at least a bright lawyer with new ideas and fresh opportunities to pull some real tricks of development from the bag, creating a new path for our nation. Well, if we listen attentively with the Grenadian independent air, we would pick sense from nonsense, like my grandmother used to say. But some of us was so thrilled with seeing the back of the oldest man in politics that we choose cockapoo instead of four legs. Which government can make every person in the public service permanent? When once we put our 50 years thinking cap on, should be obvious that that was old talk. It is impossible. When according to the Minister of Legal Affairs, it would be devastating to our economy and country, a fact she never shared with the Honorable Deacon Mitchell during the campaign. And show me a government that can single-handedly solve the saga some seaweed issue by simply netting it all over the coast and exporting to some unknown destination. Then again, it is there a government can solve all the woes of the police force, whether pay and grade, housing, insurance, and everything nice for the lawmen. For agriculture, Deacon promised white potatoes, coconut, spice, and banana galore all over the place, transforming the agri sector into a financially viable industry. But the 20 acres he have, he couldn't transform it, Devon. With the Greenneck hydraulic vehicle to pick fruits in the dark. As rubbish as that was, we drank it all up. To date, not one iota of his promise fulfilled. Instead, total degradation in marketing board outdo. And what is interesting, Maurice Bishop, baby, the leader conveniently adores a devil. But you want to close marketing board, Maurice Bishop, baby. The government promised a year-long celebration for something they totally disregard in the action, because before 2022 they used to go in Kama hand pack for independence. Just because they possess the numbers in parliament, 7 million is put aside to rant, misbehave, and to get on bad. Literally vomiting on the grave of Sir Eric Matthew Geary. He named the PM seldom calls in his shenanigans about 50 years anniversary of independence. How much time, Devon, you hear them call Geary name? All what they say about independence, they don't call him Geary name.
They're trying to tie the independence and revolution.
Yeah, so the fete started on the Carolina with bright light, speeches with a selected few, because his transformation for a few to spend our tax dollars. No light was shed on how much of the $7 million is left. The greatest wish is that those monies would be used to help the poor, indigent, give out the people the 150 or make it 650, and vulnerable with the 650. Honorable Deacon Mitchell quoting the World Bank. Those of us who partake in faith will come up with blood on our hands, helping to remove the 5 from the 50. So those selected few, what was on the Carolina's Devon, blood go be dripping from their hands. How can we celebrate 50 years of independence and at this period in our history, a Grenadian political affiliation influence, what position the public service they hold? This feels like a Deacon-style new colonialism. It follows a 1979 revolutionary rule that says if you're not supporting, you are considered an enemy, placed in jail without trial. Now is the prison now is lost of hope, aspiration to serve. You just have to take notice of what is happening to ACP John Mitchell, that the latest casualty in the police force, a classic act of backward thinking, removing 5 from 50 to leave 0. Our 50th anniversary is truly celebrating our thinking that will promote fairness, justice, holding fast to the rule of law, and caring for those who are unable to care for themselves. 7 million plus can be spent, and we still miss the essence of parting ways from colonial rule. The fake $50 bill with the beloved Deacon Mitchell image on it is just won't cut it. Reduce the travels. Remember the man talk about the delegation? Reduce your travels and dance in, sir, and listen to the cries of Inspector Cummins, ASP Korean, Superintendent Judge, ASP Thomas, and ASP Nelson, all members of your beloved police force that you spoke of so fervently during the election campaign. You said that they should vote for you so they would be promoted on merit and not based on who they married to. Please visit the police station in your constituency and experience the effect of the black beast, the little beetle, plague, suffering by the officers daily. It's safe to say that by the time the government leave office, all its members would be better financially transformation for them. Having collected their corruption allowance of $2,000 monthly, but the health of our independence would be in much worse conditions. 5 from 50 leave 0. Lord help us. Devon.
Master Carl, you said a lot, and I must say again, good afternoon to everyone. It is so telling about this present government, about their direction, especially, and we start from the top, the Prime Minister, right? The lengths that he is going to lie and to dictate to the Grenadian people is alarming. So many things was said during the campaign of what he would do and what he can't do. But in my view, he figured he could have do everything. You understand? So looking at his whole way of managing and governing this country, Grenada is in a serious state, right? And we need assistance. We need for persons to focus on what is being done by this present government, right? The whole question of unemployment, the whole question of the vulnerable persons in our country, right? The plight of our police officers who are still crying out for their money, right? That was promised to them. The dilapidated situation that is going on in the police stations at this present moment, right? Nothing is being done. The morale of our police force, the prime security apparatus of our country, and that is how our government is treating them. When you look at our young people, 1 year and months now into office, and there is nothing out there for our young people to look at. What is going on with the Imani? Well, from where I sit, the only thing that I can say, right, is the deduction of their salary and the fine of them, I mean, in such a way that persons would not know. Look at what's going on to our elderly persons. As soon as you come in, you remove $150 from the mere $450 that they are getting, and you add that up together and give the corruption allowance to your ministers. $2,000 every month, tax-free. A word to the wise, Mr. Prime Minister, and your ministers, your vultures that we call ministers. A word to you guys, that the Grenadian people are not sleeping. We are paying attention, we are taking notes, and we will confront you. That is why we have these programs. We will confront you on the worthless and wicked thing that you are doing to our country and to its people. Not a day will pass in this country that we would not remind you of the callous and the vindictive things that you are doing to bring our country down. And to you, my parliamentary representative, all right, I look forward to that press conference that you promised to explain the reduction in unemployment from, 27 to 11.9%. I await you. Massacre.
So, the caption today, as we say, do we have a prime minister or an oppressor? And I sought to clarify oppression is to keep in subservience, that means to do without questioning, and hardship, especially by the unjust exercise by authority and the system that oppress working people. And when you say oppress, because you remember all in the ministry now, they say people have to take oath of security, and that is oppression. Yep. No, we doesn't come here and say things what we can't prove, Devon.
At all.
So we will prove health-wise the oppressor. So we'll play some clips, some from the Prime Minister, some from your representative Toes, as affectionately known. We go play something from Lako,
the Minister of Health.
and then we go tie it in. So give me the one where you say, help, please close. Igwe. Line up the one for me.
I think Chain had a song called The Police Station Closed a couple years ago. Well, health centers closed. We need to ensure that we put resources into the community. I grew up in Peter Esperance. There was a doctor's house that the doctor lived in. And so you had access to a doctor because the average person couldn't afford doctor bills. That was the doctor. We need to go back to community healthcare. And if we do that, and if we decentralize our community healthcare, and if our population is healthy, then the pressures that we are placing on our soul.
Then, because I'll play some clips there and then we'll get into it. Then give me those where you talk in the budget, where you lie for the people in the budget, where you make promises. Because now, before you play the clip there, what is instructive here was the National Democratic Congress came into governance, and like your representative, Mr. Andrew, tell my good friend Kennedy Budlale, me the treasury a lot of money. And he went on to say, because I'm reporting from KB now, he went on to say that Kit Mitchell Wiki had all that money there and he don't spend it. Now, with all that money, they jump up and say, promises made, promises kept. Because that was before they read the budget. Follow me, eh? So they had money to pay the teachers who wanted to work, take $2,000 for themselves, and pay the retroactive as relates to pension. And then they jump up and they beat their chest and say, promises made, promises kept. But since after that, you have a lot of other promises they make them. And we go play them. But they don't keep in those set.
Nope.
Because now NMP didn't leave money for them to do that. So let me go to the budget one. We gotta go tight in.
Transforming our healthcare system is the single most important priority for this administration. Our ultimate goal is to transform Grenada into the health capital of the Eastern Caribbean. This means the highest quality in healthcare facilities and services with access for all, underpinned by a culture of healthy lifestyles. Mr. Speaker, the former administration touted healthcare as a priority. However, there was absolutely no plan to develop the health sector. The facilities were ignored, and our healthcare professionals were treated with disregard. Our nurses in particular were fleeing in droves, and critical services were not provided. Mr. Speaker, our citizens were, and still are, literally afraid to be committed to our hospitals for care. This administration, Mr. Speaker, is committed to delivering on the quality of healthcare that our people deserve. Our health is our greatest asset and therefore quintessential to the transformation agenda. And so, Mr. Speaker, we recognize that strengthening our human resource capacity is going to be critical if we are going to transform our healthcare sector. The government is taking concrete steps to address the human resource capacity challenges facing the healthcare sector. Of great concern is the mass exodus of our nurses. We have engaged the nursing fraternity and have listened to their concerns, which include poor working conditions, job insecurity, nurse shortages, and inadequate compensation. Mr. Speaker, we will move swiftly to address the regularization of our nurses and the training of more nursing professionals.
You have a next one again. You play two of them?
No, that was that one.
Yeah, the next one, anybody. Because I want to play those clips on them because I will make a point. Because he promises, because they're promising, but they end up oppressing. You have it?
Mm-hmm.
Give me.
Empowering the beneficiaries of the SEED program.
No. Here's that one.
Mr. Speaker.
Don't play that one. Okay. Well, we're getting up on the next one. So, Mr. Lennox Andrew, the latest one he make with Devon, say he had to come and make some press conference.
He promised that press conference.
Yeah, I'll play that one where he talk about the economy doing good.
And you have it?
You have a lot of money, we have it. I want that one.
We have it here.
Yeah. I've just received data from our economic performance from unemployment level, and the data is showing from Statistics Department, the data is showing that the unemployment rate as of August is 11.9%. 11.9% from 28 where it was for August this year. 11.9% unemployment rate. From 28%. Yeah? I have it here. I have it here to show you. What on that? The data I received from the CPI says that CPI, the cost of living, is now 1.9. 1.9, down from 3.3, where it was at the same time last year. So put all of that in context. The economy is doing well. We are doing well. And we are very much on the way to achieve the kind of fiscal resilience that we are hoping to achieve. Good? So,
so you have the next item where you see we have surplus, the economy doing well?
Yeah.
Yeah, you play them.
In fact, Mr. Speaker, I would even go further. From a pure economic point of view and a pure economic analysis point of view to indicate the performance of government. If I had my way, I will introduce a new performance indicator
Parliament.
in addition to what is there in the bill. And that one is referred to as the current account balance. And the current account balance is the difference between your current revenues and your current expenditure. And your current revenues are your tax revenues and your non-tax revenues. Yeah? And I've already explained what is your current expenditure. When you subtract your current revenues from the current expenditure, you obtain your current account balance. Mr. Speaker, that current account balance, from our numbers I would have recollected, has always been positive, and it as high as 5% of gross domestic product, which means that we have millions of dollars, which means that the government and our government has been able to collect enough revenue, tax and non-tax, to pay wages and salaries, to pay goods and services, to pay interest payments, and to pay transfer and subsidies, and still have a lot of money left. We call it a surplus. And that surplus could go directly, if you so desire, go directly into meeting your capital needs. Good. It could go directly into meeting your capital needs.
And then I wanted to play one by Mr. Lacret. We did in Parliament and he say about the medication because it's a story I'm making here.
Pharmaceutical companies, they boost and they drive the global economy. In 2022 alone, the global pharmaceutical industry, it was a $1.48 trillion industry. Huge, massive amount of money. They also drive the medical process as it relates to research and development and, in some regards, bettering the quality of life for all peoples across the entire globe. With that being said, upon assuming office in 2022 last year, we recognized that there was a backlog of invoices that we had as it relates to honoring our commitment to OECS PPS, that's our regional pharmaceutical procurement process. And as a result of that, we moved speedily to ensure that these backlog of invoices were taken care of in a timely manner. I would like to report to the nation that to date, we do not have any of these invoices that we are owing to. And as a result of that, the procurement of the pharmaceutical process moving forward should be much smoother. Yeah. Over the past 11 months, we have done our best to ensure that we cleared our bill with OECS PPS so that we can have access to the pharmaceuticals that we so desire here at our main tertiary medical institution on island, and also some of our subsidiary institutions as well. You must understand also, Madam President, that whenever you have a backlog of invoices, especially with these kind of regional bodies, they don't honor your requests for pharmaceuticals, regardless of how dire your situation is. As a result of that, my team and I, we moved speedily to ensure that we engaged pharmaceutical distributors here on island, as well as pharmacies, to ensure that in the event we have another incident like that happening, our local pharmacies and wholesale distributors can assist us in ensuring that the gap is filled with the pharmaceuticals that we need until. Yes. So at this particular point in time, we did receive a stock of pharmaceuticals last week, I believe, and we have since distributed that to our general hospital and also subsidiary institutions. And we trust that things are going to be much smoother moving forward.
So Devon, let me connect it here now. The Prime Minister say Chain had a song, medical station closed. Okay? So he knew the conditions of the medical situation in the country.
Before he came in.
So he knew. Okay. He, in the best budget, say health is on the front burner. That his words, not mine. Okay. Your representative say the economy doing well. You have surplus. There are plenty money. Jonathan Lacret say they organize and they settle, and going forward, we won't have a problem with medication. That was their words, because I played their clips for people to hear their words, because he still has some of them what listening but they don't hearing. So let we go there.
What?
Marybo Hospital presently leaking.
Big time.
I want them to challenge me on that and prove to me what I'm saying is not true. When you get a prescription in Marybo Hospital now, you have to go and buy it for yourself. So
that is correct.
What Jonathan Lacret says is not true. What Toes saying we have money about capital project is not true. But the Prime Minister know health station closed. He know that the previous government only used to talk health. But here what happening now? Marybo leaking. Facts. Sign on those saying only accident and emergencies we could deal with. Facts. He don't have medication. Facts. So, my simple analogy, Devon, if we are to believe the government, when told say the economy doing well with surplus, so why not fix the roof in Maryville? Why not ensure that there's medication in the hospital? Because the speaker of the house have a clip with him where he talking about Maryville. So either them fellas are bad-minded, Devon, or they just don't care about nobody. You have to be.
Both of them.
Because told say all your money in surplus. So what are you doing in surplus? Are you plan to take it? Are you plan to vacuum the treasury? Because if told say your money, your surplus, yet still we don't see no capital project. Then Mr. Prime Minister, them not see them going because he said the reason them not see them going because the previous government didn't care. So if the yardstick for them going, the government not caring, simple case, this one don't care. But then I realize and I remember he was on a radio and he saying by job in cabinet, job in parliament, but every job go tell you job don't care. So that job and them don't care. So that is why I asked the question, Devon, do we have a prime minister or oppressor? And to oppress is simply put people under hardship. And that is the crux of the matter. Let me hear you, Devon.
Well, I would go for an oppressor with using the two terminology because after knowing all of these things, right? Knowing about the situation in the healthcare, knowing about the police situation, knowing about the poor and vulnerable and what they are getting, right? Knowing about the infrastructural position of our country, because you remember our Prime Minister said that nothing has been done since after the revolution, right? Now, understanding all of that, he knows all of that. I mean, this is what they are doing to the people right now. Continue to lie. I mean, they have read a $1.something billion budget over a year ago.
Best budget. The
best budget, as we call. You know, he's speaking without paper. He's watching you straight in your eye and talking. You don't need paper.
Up in the air. Everybody knows he's lying because up in the air he's watching.
Exactly.
Everybody knows lie.
They do all of that. They understand. They say them is transformation. But is it transformation when you continue to do the people like you're doing right now? Neglecting them? You neglecting the police station. You say you have surplus, you know, you have money. You neglecting the police officers. You neglecting the poor and the vulnerable. Look at what you do to the persons, the low-income persons. You put the houses far away in terms of their reach from getting it. Yeah, you have surplus. You understand? If you have all of that and you make all those promises, then why? Why are you not doing it? I have not seen nothing, especially in capital projects, things that will benefit persons in our community. In 1 year, we have not seen a major project put on by this government. Not one. Budget is coming now and you see they fighting to put a 50 feet slipper drain here and they scatter in the mess so they bring in permanence. But you have not presented nothing for your people. You have not kept your promise. You have continued to deceive and to neglect our people. And we will call you out for that. We will use your own voices, your own words, and remind the Grenadian people how deceitful, wicked, worthless, and bad mind you are. That's a terminology I have to use because I cannot understand grown men who have families, who understand the situation that is going on in our country, and they will sit there and continue to lie for the Grenadian people.
I'm glad you bring up drains, you know, because the past administration was accused of being a concrete government.
Yes.
But it's so sad that every time Somebody get a little assistance for a house, you see they go and stand up by it and take out picture now.
Yep.
The same thing they beat up on NNP for. You know.
They fighting for publicity.
All they had to offer. But they haven't listened to this. You have a simple thing to this thing. So all the money you're spending on the 21 trips. Because when you go on that 21 trips, you don't bring in back nothing. For the people of Green, that you bring in back for yourself.
Nothing.
So they could have taken the money and fix Maribo. Because every time rain falling, especially in the children's area, they have to move the beds and put bucket. So, whose constituency the hospital is in?
Parliamentary Delma Thomas. Parliamentary Representative Delma Thomas. That's, you know.
So, Miss Gloria Thomas and Miss Delma Thomas, check it out. Do it for the children. If you don't have to do it for nobody, just do it for the children. Because there's a gentleman who has his grandson there presently. Situation bleak.
And I know both of you women, you are family-oriented women, right? You understand the plight, right, within your own constituency. So please, both of you, Parliamentary Representative Honorable Delma Thomas and Senator Thomas, please put a hand, right, and help out the situation in Maribo. And that is just one we are pointing out, right? But Maribo need the assistance, both for medical, for not just both, but for medical supplies, right? For doctors and nurses, right? And for the structural upgrade of Maribo.
Yes, Igwe. Let me take a break and come back.
We could do that.
Tell me candid, they too wicked, far too crooked. That is the frequent comment I hear. Too one-sided, underhanded, can't be trusted. This is the opinion, yes again. For their own abuses, they keep making excuses. Housing crack up over, they unleash their lawyer. Set up an inquiry just to get Kid Rowley. But they wouldn't sue the false paper screw. I don't need to close to tell them go. Hurry, pack up your bundle now. Stop fooling the people. The country taking a beating. So maybe I repeat it. Go. They're like a natural disaster. Now. 10 times worse than Ebola. Like a dog with fleas and tongue on their knees. And I begging. Into rivers, then into seas. Is why I sing it. Oh, now this is my humble petition. I know if it for election, go now, please. Accidental, detrimental, could be lethal. Are you willing to take that chance? Much too seedy, they too greedy, eyes too beady. Before the romance, we expect corruption, but now without check or interruption. That's a few might stop the pocket, but not racket by the pocket. From the constant comments, we get no recess. Before things fall apart and the riot starts, even in chutney I'll tell them go. Make it sooner than later, to protect the future, please. For the sake of we children and the next generation, go to safeguard our image before Griffith cause more damage like a dog with fleas and dog on the knees. And I'm begging, go now. They try to stick me with rage me. They have more trick than Houdini. Streams turn into rivers, then into seas. That's why I'm singing. Please, Mrs. Kamala, take Munila and Sharma, go now. Please. slogan, we shall rise, it was so true. Tell John Public not to panic while them and they side kick. Swimming in a pool of dollars so blue. Like meat eating vulture, they neglect agriculture. Mega fans of phony, Mama Guy Caroni, Sweet Man Glenn and Sharma, came face to face with the karma. And it was awful, but through it to pull. Don't need a big mouth to tell them go. Watch her and see they just follow now. Before we regret tomorrow, please. You're setting a bad example. Family values they trample. Go. It's only vice they desire. Now. Before the 5 years expire, like a dog with fleas, a dog on the knees. And a bleeding road. Now before we end in bankruptcy. Before they empty the treasury, streams turn into rivers, then into seas. It's why I'm bleeding road now. Immediately. And don't forget your HECO. Now, please.
So let me zero in. You have a seed program. The World Bank says if you're making $650 or less, you're poor. Yet still, the seed program is only paying you $350 and $450. They are aware of the World Bank report. Why then raise the seed program to $650 or more? So if they were interested in truly alleviating poverty or truly helping you, they would raise the figure to $650 or more. So I'm saying to all of the persons who are genuinely on the seed program, particularly our older citizens who would have worked to help build Grenada, the seed program should be for you, for people who are differently able, for elder citizens.
Levon.
Yeah. Now, you listen to what our present Prime Minister is saying about seed. No. But as soon as you come in, you get into office, you remove $150 from the recipients. You still take away monies to support our children going to school. You know, and I heard one of the apologists, right, on television and radio, still talking that crap about the government didn't budget for it. My God, how some grown people, persons who are educated, do not understand the pain, right, of our vulnerable people. If a government is there and they see the need to increase on deliverance in assistance to our needy persons in community, right, it's because they have a need for it. But you as a government comes in and without investigating, asking a question, come with your political immaturity and vindictiveness. You just take it away and hear your reason. Oh, the government was only doing that for political reasons and they didn't budget for it. My God, a budget is every year. If you see the need to assist the people, then do it. And stop with that crap about the government didn't budget for it and making excuses. Every time it comes to delivering assistance to persons who really need it, there is a problem. Look at the houses. I mean, what is wrong with you politicians? Especially this group of politicians. You have no empathy. You have no feelings for the persons who are depending on you. Government is a continuum.
I would say there one simply this. The Prime Minister said that if the former government, they love you, care about you, they would have make it 650. Okay, Mr. Prime Minister. So does it mean that you don't care about the people say you take out 150, because if
Exactly.
caring was about making it more and you take out, does it mean you don't care?
I can never be
And to the argument of what it was not budgeted for, Lennox Andrew threw that argument out by saying we have money.
Yeah, he flushed that argument.
We have surplus. When we pay out everything. So to that person not making the argument there, and they don't have no legs to stand up on the argument.
At all.
And if we are to believe them, then it puts the government in bad light and say the government mischief and wicked.
The bad mind.
Yes, Igwe.
Empowering the beneficiaries of the seed program. Mr. Speaker, this government will introduce a cashless system of payment of the support for education, empowerment, and development benefits to eligible beneficiaries. Our elderly and other beneficiaries will no longer have to stand in long lines at the front of the Treasury and the district revenue offices.
Have we seen that? Play that again, Mr. Keats.
Empowering the beneficiaries of the seed program. Mr. Speaker, this government will introduce a cashless system of payment of the support for education, empowerment, and development benefits to eligible beneficiaries. Our elderly and other beneficiaries will no longer have to stand in long lines at the front of the Treasury and the district revenue offices.
Well, they're still standing in long lines, and nowhere in that conversation did he speak about the World Bank and the 650 and the poor. And to some, yes, they have become cashless because they take them out.
Or they take away cash from
And then to some become cashless and some become less cash. Because those who remain, they're getting less. So all the big talk, all the promises, because it was big on promises made, promises delivered. How come you're not delivering on the promises made about the seed program? How come you're not delivering on the promises made to healthcare? How come?
It's amazing.
Let's take the call.
Because they continue lying. Good afternoon and welcome.
Hello?
Yes, good afternoon.
Afternoon.
Yes.
We can hear you good on the radio, like you're ready to cross you.
Okay, which one of the station you listening to? 91.9 or 91.5?
91.9.
Okay, and what area that you listening from?
Okay.
What area you listening from?
Tivoli, Ahoma.
Okay. All right, thank you. We will see what we can do. Thanks for letting us know.
You're welcome.
All right.
They should be getting it good around the area.
Yes, so, well, we are endeavoring to ensure that all our listeners, wherever you are, right, can hear us clear. And as I'm here, I just want to give a shout out to a group of young persons in Marquee, right around Marquee Hardcourt. Zane, you and the crew, right? Blessed afternoon to you, and continue listening, continue sharing information, right? And understand what this government is doing. They are not helping our young people. They are basically destroying our young people. A year and months going, and we have not heard no programs put aside for our young people. We have not seen no assistance. Instead, you have declined on the Imani personnels. You fail to even take another 2,000 or 3,000 young people on the payroll of government. But instead, you keep on flying high into the sky, up, 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 and away. And our young people is down, down, down. I cannot understand grown people who have families, who have brothers and sisters, who have young people in their midst, and you are not showing no interest at all to our young people. That's a
My
shame.
government has decided to continue the vertical expansion of seed program, which was scheduled to end in December of this year. This therefore means that family will continue to receive the additional $150 per household. Madam President, we will also be completing the recertification of all beneficiaries' household to determine how many families' socioeconomic conditions have improved and therefore no longer need seed support.
Mm-hmm. Devon, the Prime Minister, and a jolly parallel all year, so people could understand what here is at play. When they inherited governance, let me take the call.
Good afternoon and welcome.
Yes, good day, Devon. Good day, my friend.
Good day, and how you doing?
I'm well. I want to ask one question because I'm hearing something and I'm not sure it's true. Is there a law that has been passed to prevent people from walking and gathering in the parks?
But you have some kind of legislation. I personally have not perused, so I don't want to speak on it.
Yeah.
But I heard people making certain pronouncements about that. What I could do by next Sunday's program, I'll have more on that for you.
Yeah, because what we are hearing that some legislation was signed by the Minister of Sports, indicating the how the things like our playing fields and so are being run. And as we say, we are not too clear on most of the information. As soon as we research it for ourselves, then we will come and ensure that you, our listening audience, understand it and be clear on it.
Thank you very much.
You must.
Carl?
Yes.
I'll have to call you later on.
All right, okay.
Have a good evening.
A chatter on the street wants to know. You see, to ask Miss Claudette, the Attorney General, why are so many attorneys leaving under her administration? You see, they are down to 2 now, so they have to outsource work for other attorneys overseas. I don't know what's going on because 2 say everything nice. Mm-hmm. But then again, Ron say when man nice, they don't say anything. So I don't know. 2 have to be nice when they say nothing, because Devon, you didn't have to go far to counteract 2, because the medium-term fiscal framework, Devon,
it's right here, right in our hands.
On page 9.
We got it here.
Yeah.
We have it here.
I have it. Speaks different to what your representative say there, man.
Good afternoon and welcome.
Yes, I just want to make a point here. Sorry for calling back, but I just want to make that quick point. I heard the Prime Minister in his deliberation saying that if you don't get permission from the Ministry of Sports, it is a body, and you enter the playing field, there will be a fine not exceeding $1,000 or not exceeding 12 months imprisonment. So he spoke about it. I heard the clip myself, and I was like, what happened to this man? Where are you going with that?
That is same man I say get grain like truck to pick fruits. I don't know. And you know the condition of grain there.
So the caller that questioning the fact that she heard that, lady, you are correct, you heard right. The man say you have to get approval or a letter or some documentation from the statutory the sports statutory body, which is in charge of all the playing fields in Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit-Martinique. And if you enter there, you will be entering illegally. And there will be a charge not exceeding $1, and I quoting him, or not exceeding 12 months imprisonment. That is document that is law that they pass.
Two
Thank
things.
you very much, gentlemen.
Two things there, Devon. One, like we say, we're not saying that is not so, but we're not au fait with the things. And secondly, the Constitution is always the supreme law of the land. And anything that goes in violation of the Constitution, no good. So,
but I think we have to be mindful of the words that is quoted in the piece of legislation, right? What is significant is saying is that the playing fields under the control, right, of the sports council. Now let's wait and, in my view, wait and see which are the fields that will be under control of the sports council, and I think then we will be able to make a much better, thing on it. Because based on the legislation that has passed, it is including it playing field that is under the control.
SRN 041 of 2023.
Good afternoon and welcome.
Hey, good afternoon, Devon. Good afternoon, Igwe Masakal. Good afternoon. I want to say happy birthday to our beloved parliamentary rep, Honorable Dr. Keith Mitchell, for serving the people of St. George Northwest with distinction. I wish him a long life upon him, and not only long life, but long life with perfect health, and that he will continue to do what God called him to do. Called him to do for the country. Whether Devon, again, I ask myself the question. People say you love people, and what they will get in, not sufficient, they should get more. You should demonstrate that love, right, by putting the more, right? So I want to say to the Honorable Prime Minister who made that pronouncement of what the World Bank said. I do believe I quoted that the World Bank also said you should put back the 150 and add the rest amount to make it to the 650 to what the people need.
The World Bank say that?
No. I didn't say that. That's like what.
That is what they should be doing.
That's what they should be doing.
Okay, all right. Okay, I said okay. No, the World Bank didn't say that. I saying that you should put back the 150 and give them the 650 in total, because they deserve it. They work hard and they shape the country to where it is right now. But then again, when you look again at this government, this Prime Minister is not working. He's not working on the ground. He's working in the air, because he right now the pilot and pilot driving plane. But when the people when they are Peter Martin elect him, they didn't elect him to drive plane. They elect him to govern the greater Carrick Peter Martin, not to govern the aliens in the sky, right? And he's traveling with his co-pilots and them, traveling up the sky. I don't know if them become Leos or larger bullets flying all over the place. I call upon the Prime Minister and his members of cabinet. If you say a lot of people and care about people, give them the permanent job that you promise them. Put back the 150. Do better in healthcare. Improve the healthcare in the country. Well, I was listening. Jenny says in a town hall meeting they had in St. John, and Honorable Gloria Thomas was speaking, and to say welcome the Minister of Health that we speak about health. But Devon, I started listening to hear what the Minister of Health was said, and the people in the hall was listening to hear what the Minister would say about health, and the Minister of Health ain't mentioned one word about health. One word about health. He never mentioned nothing. I could see the people there. There was wondering what is this man? He came to speak about health, but he don't mention nothing about health. He mentioned about the party, he mentioned about campaign, all kind of things. But there's something wrong. And I call upon the great people, speak out. It is time to speak out in your country and your love country, and speak about everything that happen in the country. And I always say, and I will continue to say, make sure you get registered, encourage the children to go and get registered, and come next election, keep love. What we have to do the work. God bless you.
All right, my friend.
Have a next one on the line. All right.
Is that one? Yeah. Now, how we as a people could, you want to take that call one time? Good afternoon and welcome.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Yeah, I hear now you low, low, low.
That's low.
Yeah.
Yes. One minute they come up and after they go back down and I don't hear anything. Just low, low, low. But I call to wish my dear Kit Mitchell happy birthday and that he will live to see many, many, many more to come with long life, health, strength, and everything. His birthday was same time with my mother. I could remember that. And he used to visit, he used to call us down when he have a birthday to keep up the birthday. So I cannot forget Dr. Kit Mitchell. He's there for the poor, and he's always there for the poor. And this government who are going there now, they don't there for no poor people. They only making themselves, and when you see they come out there, Grenada done. Tell them I say that. Grenada done. But it's okay. We serving a mighty God. And God watching everything that they're doing, and He marking it down on the book. So when they believe they settle, they ask. That is all I have to say now.
All right. Thank you very much. You know, we can say two things about these politicians that are there. They have a problem. I'll mention two instances. They have an issue and a problem, right, with persons receiving more money in seed, right? But they never had a problem. As a matter of fact, they remove money from them, but they never had a problem in putting $2,000 corruption money on their salary, which they have not yet worked for. They have no problem about that. You understand? They see it, problematic to make the low-income houses available to those who it was intended for. They make all sorts of excuses, but they never make excuse when they send ministers to the Grenada Development Bank to get over $3 million in loans. How disgusting these politicians are, right? And when we come here and we talk about they do not care about the average person in our country, right? Persons say that we're talking foolishness, but we have the facts. Good afternoon and welcome.
Hey, good afternoon, Devon.
Good afternoon, my friend.
Hey, good afternoon, Master Carl and Igwe.
Hey.
Bless up.
Hey, I really get into love Grenada. And I really get into love how we raise funds in Grenada. We raise funds through one of our leading, we are raising funds in Grenada now is selling passports. We make the most money with that. And another one is Gala. We raise funds through the selling a passport and having foreign gala. It's I love Grenada. We become such a modern state in 1 year. We lift the way how we change the way how we raise funds and how Grenada, you see Grenada. It seems like we get a group of the best of the best. These guys really good. I wonder, and every day I keep wondering, what kind of country, if these guys continue to rule us for the next 5 years or 10 years, we may have in the next 20 years or 25 years? What kind of country? These guys behaving like a group of guys who somebody like a party hall to them, and it's just party, and it's just do anything. Anything goes. We seriously, the programs that you all bring on Sundays and Wednesdays and things, I am encouraging you guys to continue these programs, and I'm continuing to get other people to keep educating Grenadians on the fact, because sometimes Grenadians see things and it look like a bed of roses, and they feel they could go there and pick, only to get their hands joke up. I am saying that we need to educate the people on the facts and really on what these people are doing, because the way they present it, they have a style of presenting it that the first time you hear it, you become very joyous. And only when you're going to deep investigation, you realize that these fellas is pushing you down a road of doom and gloom. So I am asking you guys to continue, and the people who hear it, continue to share this program, because the facts that you guys bring out is the only facts that educate us. And through that type of education, we'll be able to liberate our country coming for the next general election. Thank you.
Thank you, my friend. I have a question to put out there for anyone, and I dare anyone. We have had a budget read in the last year. Can anyone tell me, dispute it, call and tell me, explain to us, tell us and point us in the direction of anything, any project or even anything where all these hundreds of millions of dollars supposed to be spent within the last year? Please, I beg of you to call and tell us. Good afternoon and welcome. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Devon, this is the question I'm calling to ask you. I don't hear the last budget read. The last budget read, and I don't hear no project what one day. So the question I'm calling, I want to ask you, what do in the last budget? I'm asking the question, what do in the last budget? The budget was the best budget. You check it out?
Yeah, what make it the best? What has agriculture received? Can we see anything?
No way. When the man campaigning with tired with steel and concrete. You check it out? That's what the man say, When he campaigning, I don't envy him, I hear him campaign and say that, We tired with steel and concrete. You call it lacquerette not coming. I listen a clip where the Jenny play when lacquerette Gloria say, Brother Lacquerette tells me to come and say something about health. But Brother Lacquerette, could you come and say what you got to say? Up to now, Brother Lacquerette don't say a word. Not in health. And you know what going on with that field, the pastures and them? They barely boil when they see what go on in Guava. And instead of them, they don't want us to go back in no field again. So the law they passed, Master Carl,
Hey.
the law passed under your colleague in 2008, With that,
Your neighbor?
I think all of them passed that law, and they know all of them passed that law, and because they know Dr. Mitchell come and he see it and he said there is no kind of law at all, and then they put in it there for Dr. Mitchell now for it not to go in no field, to have no function, This is what's going on there. I just don't understand what's going on with us. Check it out, we barely buy in.
Your neighbor causing that?
Not my neighbor. Who they make up the parliament? My neighbor and others.
Your neighbor was the head honcho?
Yeah, but my neighbor and others. My neighbor and others who do that. You check it out? They're the people like them we want to say, they're the people like them we want now to run country and put laws and pass laws for us. They know. That's what's going on with us. So the budget was passed 2022. I don't see nothing, not a thing going in it. And Master Carl, we talking. I'm tired here, this man just jumping, like cricket, going, and don't come in and say what they bring. When Dr. Mitchell asking a question in Parliament, they're saying to shut up.
And your neighbor up there don't do nothing too?
Dr. Mitchell can answer a question. And we only see, it was Dr. Mitchell that did do that. You know how much plaque that was on the road already?
Don't worry, man. The thing start. You have a meeting Thursday in Guelph. The thing start.
The thing start, and that thing start. I want them people and them to go because remember that whole we in there. Easy to come out,
Alright.
A lot of money there to spend to come out in that hole.
Yes.
That's why Dr. Mitchell has to come back. I don't nobody campaign on him and say he go already, he need to go. Dr. Mitchell alone, I could come out and build that little grenade to take us out in that hole day. Only Dr. Mitchell. Nobody who say they want that, nobody can do it. It's only Dr. Mitchell. Have a blessed afternoon.
Devon,
Blessed afternoon.
I need to get something clear. And I want anybody of an inkling, traffic-wise or legislation-wise, the police or somebody. If I have a vehicle, Devon, and then I take another vehicle with a registration plate or registered to a particular number, and then I take another number and put over it and drive the vehicle, or another symbol and put over it and drive the vehicle, is that an offense?
It is an offense.
That have to be an offense.
Have to be an offense.
Because the police can read the plate.
Yeah.
Because I find today's Remembrance Day or something like that.
Yes. Well, yes. Remembrance Day.
And a photograph is surfaced where a black vehicle has the thing what the prime when they are official thing here, what kind of thing does the coat of arms?
Yeah, they kind of crown like.
But I find I seen a yellow, something yellow, I don't know if they put the coat of arms on a number. I don't know if the place gone into bandits, I don't know.
One of the PM's vehicle?
No, I don't know if it's one of a black vehicle. The crown, the crest or whatever. He look like he on top of yellow number plate.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know. I'm not thinking. I just want somebody in the know to clarify this thing for me. Because I have the photo here.
Good afternoon and welcome.
Yes, Devon, how you all going today, man?
Not too bad, ma'am.
And Master Carl, etc.
Here you go.
Well, I want to take this opportunity to wish Keith Mitchell a happy birthday and to wish him a life full of peace, joy, happiness, and most of all, good health. I am also a November born, so I think Keith Mitchell and I and all the November people must get together and have a birthday party next time, because I'm a November born also. I should be celebrating my birthday very shortly. I want to tell him also that thanks for everything that he has done for Grenada. He is indeed an elder statesman, and sometimes when I look at him, I think in terms of his behavior, I think he needs to brush up on it a little bit, because sometimes he kind of, I'm not too impressed with his behavior as a statesman, so he's supposed to brush up on that, Keith Mitchell. But I want to talk today about this trips. I don't know if I hear correctly, 22nd or 22 or 21 times.
21 times.
21
and counting.
Because I remember it just gone on some gala now, you know.
Yeah, gala.
Right, that's what I was saying. I can't support this kind of thing. I don't care who vexes. I ain't sitting on nobody eyebrow when they wink or fall, and nobody in Grenada really. Well, I can't say nobody. My main pension is from a foreign international bank. And even though I talk Barclays Bank, they couldn't stop my pension. So I could talk, but that doesn't mean that I will be irresponsible. What I want to say about these trips, well, it doesn't appear to me that gentleman is a resident of Grenada. He's a non-resident. He lives in the sky. 21 times, and as far as I am concerned, you go away. That is my main thing, and you're not coming back with nothing. Absolutely nothing.
You might come back with things for yourself.
Well, must be. But not only that, what is equally disturbing is that there's no press conferences. Yes, bad as it is, Mitchell used to have press conference every Tuesday. I'm sure you all remember that. Not so?
Yes, most definitely.
Yeah, Mitchell used to have press conference.
Well, apart from Tuesday, anytime when Dr. Mitchell was Prime Minister, every time he came back from those trips, he used to have a press brief.
Yes, I'm getting on to that. You don't have to get information. You don't have to have press conference every Tuesday like Keith Mitchell, because in truth and fact, they really don't have nothing to report. But at least you should come to the nation, because even though you're not coming every Tuesday, you could come at least once a month and say what's happening and lead up this country. But you're not no press conference. Nobody don't know what's going on, what's coming. And Devon, you made a very good you make a very good point. I can't see any main project that they have done. You challenge somebody to call you and tell you, I can't see anything there because all the projects that I see is as a continuation of what Keith Mitchell have. And as a matter of fact, right now, the country is being run on the economic policies of the previous government, which I have no apologies for saying so. And I'm a big, and when I tell I'm a big NDC person, and when I could come out and criticize them and talk about them, and the sad thing about it, you don't hear one of them saying, oh, it's NNP people that are talking about them as NNP. It's not NNP, it's NDC, it's all your own people talking about all you. So put it in all your pipe and smoke it and stop blaming NNP. Because I cannot understand in people in the right conscience. So, hey, what poor people do all here? You know, in the world today, you have a lot of people who live all over Grenada that grew up and didn't have water in the pipe, and that to bathe on the side of the road because they didn't have water. And I have no problem with that. I'm not discriminating against anybody because my great-great-grandmother was a poor woman, and she used to go around washing for people, and I have no apologies for saying that. I'm proud of her. So if you're bathing by the side of the road, I have no problem with that if you have water. But you must always remember where you come from, and don't chastise those poor people. Everything that you do is designed to hurt the poor people, and I can't support that. This is my main problem with these people, you know. That is my main problem. I was listening to you all about in Maryborough Hospital. Well, I can't understand if, as they all allege, because I have to say allegation, because I want nobody sue me for my house, because I can't afford, I walk in nowhere in this pension that I'm living on. So I can't afford to lose my house. I can't build a next one right now. If that allegation is true, oh, that is so uncaring. How you could have rain falling on children's ward and it'll take bucket.
No, that is facts. That is facts.
Well, I guess you could say facts, but I have to say allegation because Papa Joe, you strong and healthy and young, you could walk to get get a house, but I can't walk.
Okay.
So but continue the conversation. I can't. But I find this is unimaginable. And with all your conscience, children. No, not in a hospital. That's all you say. When I listen to the political leader of the NDC, when he thinking this, how you call it, budget, he always keep on giving health a priority. That's what he's saying. What about so how could you have people so much hospitals in that condition? And then I hear somebody was complaining the other day about some thing in what you call it, St. David's. Apparently one of the police station, they are alleging again that the
little black beast-like beetle.
I don't know if somebody alleged that the police station up there is terrible. I don't know. I don't live in this area, so I don't only just hearing what people say. But finally, I just want to tell them, you see, majority of projects that are going on right now, put it in a pipe and smoke it. It's not all your own. Only recycling thing and changing name and taking credit. I mean, I listen to this program, big thing. People come, wash the program, wash. When I look at it, I just had to laugh at all you. The wash program is what Keith Mitchell and them had already with this giving toilet, bathroom, and all this thing. And they had a brigade. Massacre, do you remember? They had a brigade going on doing that with people.
Yeah.
So I don't know. All they just recycling thing and taking credit. No, try and see if all they could come and be like me. Try and come up with something creative.
Because they talk about transformation, so you can't do the same thing and think it's transformation.
That's what I'm saying. Come up with something and I'm asking them. Because people vote you. They say you're young, you're new, you're brilliant. Right? Me disputing that because I don't have no degree. I just have 5 O levels and I get into the bank and I work and that is it. But I never went to university. So I have no degree. I'm no bright woman. But I could tell you, I'm highly intelligent and I'm a smart. Let me blow my own trumpet. And I'm a trained banker. So let me blow my own trumpet.
But what an interesting thing is that the guy who did us leave as the acting prime minister says he does not have no original ideas in.
Who said so?
You see that in a church, he say you don't have no original ideas. Well, so I don't know if you were speaking in limine, you were speaking before the fact. I don't know if you were speaking or he was telling us, or he was foretelling us that the government don't have original ideas. I don't know.
That was before.
Yeah, that was before he ended up, but then if he be around people and we
that
see...
was before he go into politics?
Yes, but if we see these things happening now, it's a serious indictment on the gentleman, and he does be acting Prime Minister.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
So he does not give much confidence.
Yeah, but I don't have confidence. Well, all they might like to hear what I have to say. I don't have confidence in the political leader of National Democratic Congress. I don't care who vexed. Because it's not that I hate him, because first thing people will say, you hate this person, not I hate somebody. You wish him well, but you don't have no confidence in the person. Because if you could say something that you can't prove it in court, that just thrown me off. You can't make allegations. Anytime that you make an allegation, and I'm not saying that I'm perfect and I never tell a lie. Anytime you make an allegation and you can't prove it in court, that is out of the question. So if he tell me anything, I don't have confidence in him. And as a matter of fact, anything he say, I have to take it with a pinch of salt because I don't know whether I'm coming or going him.
Because he still haven't told us all the cabinet conclusion.
No, exactly. So getting back to what I was telling you, let me just, because I'm winding down now.
Yeah.
In terms of the have ideas. So you think you're coming a new brand set of people, good ideas to bring Grenada forward. But as far as I see, I try and be creative. I see nothing new, nothing happened. All that going on is what Keith Mitchell put ahead. So, and I don't have no apologies for saying so. But don't get me wrong, because I know everybody will come and think back on me. I do not hate the person. I wish the gentleman all the rest, but I have to quite frankly, I don't trust that gentleman.
All right, thank you.
Have a great day.
Have a blessed week. Two things, Evan. Firstly, when election time comes around, it's political parties vying for governance. Yeah. But when you become the government, it's for the country. But what you find happening when NDC came into government, you hear all the mouthpiece saying, get rid of NNP. So how you could govern a country and say transformation when persons you co-sign and argue with telling you get rid of all NNP?
We time now.
Now, that is a serious precedent for a problem. And that we're seeing presently with this government. And Devon, government is a continuum. So no one knocks the Congress for continuing programs what they deem would be beneficial for the people of the country.
All praise to them.
But still, remember, they ask to govern the country. They were given the mandate and they are being paid. So it's like, if a man doing the work and he getting paid for it, that's what he's supposed to do. When he's not doing it, we must say to him, watch, you're not performing with distinction. So taking credit, like for example, the thing on the airport, I don't see them taking credit. Or at the same token, I don't see NNP taking credit because when you as a government, you do things to better the condition and living of people. Like NNP, the greater good for the greater number. However, the crux of the matter and the problem arose when NNP initiated those things on the airport. They say we want to sell the place for the Chinese.
Yeah.
All about them in the diaspora, you know. But now those in the diaspora want to give credence to this government. So to me, they jackass anything.
Big time.
And that is the crux of the matter, Igwe. So, let me take the call.
Good afternoon and welcome.
Good afternoon, Mr. Romain, and good afternoon to Master Carl and Igwe.
Yes. Good afternoon.
This afternoon, Mr. Carl. I as I say, chatters on the street. Browsing on Facebook this morning, I noticed that they have a gala coming on the 3rd of February. This year gala is to raise funds for a resource center for NDC. But next year gala is to raise funds for restoration of the government house. So my question is, where is the government house? What building they call the government house? Where the Prime Minister supposed to be staying?
No, I guess perhaps I could only guess that they're talking about the where the Governor General used to be staying.
Yeah.
So why they have to raise funds through Gala to fix the Governor General staying? And this is a state building?
Yes. It is.
So who's supposed to be paying for that state?
Mama Guy people.
So why are you having
Gala.
a Gala $500 in the ballroom in Radisson to raise funds to restore government house? That don't make any sense. So I'm just calling to find out if it is, everything is to raise funds, Gala. That don't make no sense. Have a good day, brethren.
All right, Mary. Watch. This whole thing about, I have a thing about it, this is Gala. Very sooner or later, them NDC, they will catch Gala, You know what Gala, right? Because
whatever a gala is a social occasion with special entertainment or performance. So what does that do for the country?
Good afternoon and welcome. Good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, like one of them radio stations. Hello?
Yeah, we're listening to you.
Yeah, like one of the, I don't know if it's 91.5 or 90.1. I ain't getting it clearly.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, 90.19, I don't think I'm getting them at all.
All right. Well, we will work on things to rectify the thing.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. Yeah, as I was talking about, sooner or later, these supporters of NDC, they will catch Gala. So they better quickly, right, do something about the general hospital or the health services in our country. Because just now, the whole country goes spread with Gala.
They could start with Marybo Hospital.
Yeah, because Gal goes spread. And when you catch Gal, it's contagious something, So I'll be careful with this Gala. It could only lead to you catching Gal.
Let's take it.
Good afternoon and welcome.
Good afternoon to all you gentlemen there.
Afternoon, sir.
Yeah, and let me say, I want to wish the Honorable Dr. Keith Mitchell a happy birthday. God's blessing, long life, prosperity, and I wish all the best things for him on his birthday today. Secondly, I kind of hear you all in a kind of two-way, like something not right.
Well, we can
Mr. Carl.
right now in Fallon.
Mr. Carl.
Hey.
I heard or I saw in a piece of news where the present Prime Minister was stating to a interview that the last government only appointed party supporters to become ambassadors, and they have no export as ambassadors. Is Mr.
What export is Terry Forrester?
Well, that's one. What export is Glenn Noel? What export is by good
He's
friend,
a political common sense, not so?
Yeah. What export is Wizard?
Yeah, Calypsonian.
Calypsonian, the export is.
No, that's not exporting.
What about Jerry Hopkins?
You understand? So, and he said that that's a bad thing that the last government did, and he's making that statement in an interview out of Grenada. And I'm concerned about those kind of things. You know.
Listen to the phone.
Sometimes to me, the Prime Minister continue putting his mouth in things that he really not supposed to, because just last week he tell us we must shake down mango tree to pick mango. We must get the truck
in the night
carrying the
in the night
poles to go and help pick mango and fruit. And they're knocking out, and he tell us, they're knocking out 4 o'clock. So what time you go start to pick the mango? And he said that's not rocket science. No, the mango trees that he's talking about is inside the lands. So how the trucks go in there?
Ask him.
They're squeezing up the trucks and then they open it out.
Tell Kieran James to ask him.
I don't see her. I do not see her. I mean, if I really want to see her, I could see her, but I do not see her, honestly.
I was just about to say, boy, you look like you're getting blind.
No. He's my good friend. She's my good friend. So if I want to see her, I could see her, but I don't see her. I don't see her much on the streets and so on.
All right.
But I mean, the Prime Minister shouldn't use that word at all. The Prime Minister shouldn't go in a press conference and make that statement. It's really untrue to say that the last government only picked party supporters to be ambassadors and none of them is trained.
So you still don't believe the Prime Minister lie?
Well, I have to believe that. No.
All right. Okay.
Take care.
Okay.
All right, my friend.
Interesting here. Chatters on the street. Persons attend those galas and them that is not necessarily NDC, you know, because they believe in this for Grenada.
Yeah.
And chatters say, well, you make millions already. Why don't build the GG house?
Mm-hmm.
Why are you making NDC Resource Center a priority over the GG's residents? Chatters also say they're taking money in the diaspora for the party. Now they want Grenadian money to build the GG residence. So this thing on them is tomfoolery.
I mean, it's so confusing. You go in, I mean, a typical point you just made. You go into England, America to have gala, where you catch gal. But at the same time, you want the Grenadian people, where you come in Grenada and have your gala, you want the Grenadian people to pay $500 to enter. And here's the purpose of it, to do the GG's home. I mean, come on. So what happened to the foreign money in good for Grenada? I cannot understand. I will tell you, it's a set of sick politicians that inside it. They are vultures, according to Mr. Pierre, because they care nothing about what is the priority, what's supposed to be concerning them, the development of our people. They are not thinking about that. For the last year, they have been just partying and fetting and having a good time.
So,
where is the development?
Another question, Devon. Where all the money they talking about the CBI money? So they have to build the GG place. Where all that money on them? Because they see they making money. And you see how you come back to those say they are surplus. So if you are surplus, why you want people to put money to build the GG place when you are surplus? So the truth about that nothing them men and them, you know.
At all.
Every time them men talk, tomorrow you could just debunk what they say as lie. Like you don't even stay in there like a while, you know it's lie one time.
You don't go and research. You could see it, you could feel it in them. Or they trying to
lie. They go quarry we call Aloe.
But you see the thing is, when you start off lying, you have to continue to lie to make it right. But I know you're gonna make me right, but you
gotta take the call.
Good afternoon and welcome.
Yeah, good afternoon. Master Carl, I want to hear about Nasbin Buck.
Who?
Yeah, because I don't hear nothing about Nasbin Buck and them.
No. Mr. Buck is a guy what speak a lot of ills about the CBI program.
Very much so.
You see, crook con man, they selling it like how they call it thing? Fish cake.
Like fish cake.
So now we see down there and he say, nah boy, let me give me share. But we go deal with him next week.
Okay then.
We go deal with him next week.
Alright.
We go play what he say.
Yes.
Because he's a guy who would like to say things and after back down.
Yeah,
and he's the same man they put some oil and gas thing to make confusion with GPG. We go tie up all of that.
Okay.
We go dedicate some time to him.
Right.
Because I realize every time we come here, we beat up Laco. They say Laco has some press conference here.
Yeah, a press conference about 19 people.
Every time you beat up on them, every time Real FM put them under scrutiny because Andy Williams say, listen to them, write down what they say, tape what they say, and hold them to it. But every time we hold them to it, we hold an ex-chronicle, the Minister of Finance, when we hold him to it, he making all kind of noise and say about misinformation.
But you know something? I am believe they just listen what they mouth say, you know.
No, what happened now? They didn't believe they would end up in the position they are now. So they was prepared to just say anything. Mouth open, mouth jump out.
And believe they go get away with that.
Yeah, but cock mouth kill cock. Because some of them still using their mouth to open battle cock. And be on B square.
Stop the biscuit.
Okay then, take care.
All right. And you know,
They using the mouth to open bottle car. That's serious thing.
Good afternoon and welcome. Hello?
Let me load on the ready.
Okay.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon and
You know,
welcome.
them people and them on the shoreline is too busy to pay.
Repeat that for us.
Because one of them come and tell me they have to pay.
Who has to pay?
Eh?
Who has to pay?
Them people that move from the shoreline in too big. And they put them in the Chinese hill, they have to pay for the house.
They have that is what they're telling
They
them.
have to pay and time they tell them they have to pay. No.
Wow. You sure that's credible information that you're sharing for us?
Well, we got to check it out.
Y'all get a house and the girl in a house in China Hill.
Okay.
And they tell me she can go tell us not to pay.
Well, we will definitely have to investigate that because based on our information, the government.
But they shouldn't have to pay.
Yeah, they should not have to pay.
No, we can move them.
Yes, she tell me that.
But like I say. Yeah, what you don't shame anything could happen.
Yeah, she tell me she vote for them.
Yeah, she vote for them. But the past administration made special arrangement for them. So they shouldn't have to pay.
At all. All right, my friend.
But tell a whole lot of vote we go want it next election.
Yeah.
All right, take care.
You know, we have them on the back foot.
Right, take it.
Good afternoon and welcome. Hello.
Good afternoon, Devon.
Good afternoon, my dear.
Masakal and Igwe, good afternoon.
Hey.
Masakal.
Yeah.
Based on what the photograph that somebody would have sent today as it relates to the PM car and the number plate.
Yeah.
I was looking at the parade and I observed that too. I observe it. What you find, Massacre, sometimes a driver with his vehicle, his number plate might break or so, and maybe he don't have the money to go and get a new number plate or so. So normally they would take a piece of cardboard and write the number on it and then affix it to the vehicle. And officers would let that driver know that that is illegal. That is not right. So covering a number plate, that ought to be wrong.
So Varney Cohen in charge of crime should check all that.
That ought to be wrong. The only people I know, listen, the only people I know that does cover number plate is those that go in and using vehicle to go and put on crime.
Yeah, bandit or do that?
Yes, you cover the number plate because when you go with the vehicle, you don't want them to see the original.
And that vehicle you're looking at a regular vehicle?
No, it's not. It's not. That's a detailed vehicle.
That's dangerous.
Yeah.
That's a bad precedent you're setting.
Very much
That's
so.
a bad precedent.
Job don't care. You know?
That is criminal activity.
Job don't care.
What?
Another thing again, Master Carl. I don't know, somebody need to speak to the Prime Minister. Somebody need to speak to, not to, but with the Prime Minister. Are you telling me that the Prime Minister would have said so much things during the campaign and only after taking up office, and it is such utter nonsense, and he still come talking this stupidness again? In which part in Grenada are you going to get a bucket truck, as we call it, a bucket truck, to go to field and pick fruit? Which part in Grenada are you going to get that?
And you have people see down there, you know.
I mean, somebody must talk with him. You see, the thing about it is that you can talk to somebody, but if you talk with somebody, that is the difference. Somebody must talk with him. It's time he stopped utter this nonsense. What are you teaching the young people? I mean, come on. And nobody is pulling up on him and telling him that, okay, this is wrong. No, that cannot happen. I feel that they're sitting and listening to him and not telling him anything is making him more a fool of himself than anything else with no apology, I say it. Come on.
They're afraid.
Oh. And what I'm saying, remember you have Caribbean leaders listening to you. You have Caribbean leaders listening to you. Is that what you're telling them? These leaders and them will be scoffing at the man. Oh. And what happened to the people he have around him? Nobody's seen that the man is not... Massacre, I run out of words. Trust me, because this thing is just so stupid. I mean, come on. Ah. What a shame. What a shame. And you want to tell me that is the best Mitchell? Well, if that is the best Mitchell, I would like to see the worst one. Good day. I'm listening.
You know,
A chatter on the street say, Pharaoh, let the people go.
Let the people go. You know, a comment on the whole question of the number plate. What they're trying to do there is basically, because it's the acting prime minister that's there, right? They decide to take the coat of arms and put over the original number plate.
The real prime minister not here?
No.
You sure?
The acting prime minister, because the prime minister is supposed to be in St. Lucia at this point in time.
No man, I find the prime minister there.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon.
Now remember that's then the campaign that say vote for change. So they directly know what to do. They know when they come in office, they know exactly what they're going to do to we the Grenadian people. So don't take it as strange. Whatever they're doing, they started good and they just decided to turn around to suit them. And remember, before during the campaign, somebody was told, Grenadians, be careful what you're doing. You're voting out your drop. And that is what happened. So, a lot of them will do what they do and not, I won't say I'm sorry for them, I won't say I'm glad for them, but what you do with your hand is that what beating you back today. All right.
Yeah, Massacre, the prime minister would not drive in that vehicle.
No, he does really have bad machine.
The prime minister rode in PM 1 and 2, or 1. That vehicle that we saw on that day is one of the detailed vehicle that they basically implant
No, Devon, when you have certain functions, the prime minister ought not to ride in PM 1 and 2. You have to ride in his car.
In the state car.
And that signal is for the state car.
Exactly. You see? That's not the state car.
I don't know if they cover in a number plate, but if they cover in a number plate, they're not right.
Yeah, they cover in a number plate. Because that is not the state vehicle. Right?
Somebody who attended the function in Remembrance Day, tell us if the prime minister was present. Because in all fairness, you don't want to say something what is.
You understand?
Not, we pride ourselves on facts.
Yes. So reassure us. Anyone. You know, because it's a bit troubling as to what. You know, I was earlier on Massacre.
Yeah.
The concern the sports, the whole thing about the sports council. You know, we beat them up and so concerning that. You know, they always react, They run and they have 2 sessions within 2 days, using the advisor to the Minister of Sports to try to explain or basically bring forward the Sports Council. I mean, these guys always put the cart before the horse.
Well, if we're getting them to work, we have to continue.
Well, that's how we do, and I'm glad that they are coming out and doing it, and so on. Persons must pay attention to some of the discussions or that is being spread around with that sports council, that National Sports Council.
A school child tell me the state car is a BM.
It is a black.
That's what carry the crown plate.
Yes.
All right.
Right.
Not a Mazda.
Yeah. I think the Governor General has a white one too.
Devon, the Prime Minister was there in person.
He was there in person?
Yeah.
Well, that means something is wrong with the state car.
Something wrong?
With the state car.
But you have 2 state car now.
Yeah, something wrong with the state car.
2 state car.
Yeah, because an event like that has to.
I hope you open no bottle cock in the mouth.
Yeah. You know, so.
You have something for me, just give me.
We can assist our farmers through GDB by getting loans that would allow them to either form cooperatives or to buy themselves by having chiller trucks with solar panels on them that goes around the island collecting their fruit and in turn driving around our various parishes to sell their fruit directly to us so that they eliminate the need for M&IB, so that they have longer storage and they can bring the fruit directly to you. Would you call that a pie in the sky dream? So it's as simple as that. If I say to you there are trucks that we use to go on the electricity pole, to go on the telephone pole, and these trucks probably finish work at 4 or 5 in the evening. And we can ask the owners of these same trucks to rent them or provide them for free to our farmers so that you can put them in the same bucket and you can go and pick the coconuts, you can go and pick the mango that is in the tall trees, you can go and pick the sapodillas, you can go and pick the guava, anything that you ordinarily would not be able to reach. And you can use these hydraulic trucks to pick the fruit rather than them falling on the ground. Or you can put netting at the bottom of our mango trees and probably use the same hydraulic trucks to shake the trees so that the mango falls and they're not falling on the ground and damaging. You will call that a pie in the sky idea? That's mango on your plate. That's golden apple on your plate. That's sugar apple on your plate. And the more of this we could get is the more we can do agro-processing.
But mine I go kill them slowly. But mine I go kill them only.
But Devon, big people sit down there listening to him and talk that.
Now I'm telling you.
And don't telling him nothing. You know.
Pie in the sky.
Shame on them.
No, I mean,
it's troubling.
Real troubling. I mean, come on.
The same set of people in Grenada who like to call people stupid and saying they can string sentence together and they can put words together and the grammar are good. The same set of people, Devon, sit down there and letting Mr. Deacon Mitchell
a man who knows
talk this
nothing.
utter nonsense.
Nothing about agriculture. I got to help the man, but I believe they want to make the man look bad.
Coconut on the plate.
Yes, but I don't want no mango on my plate. I go pick up the mango and suck it. I don't want it on my plate. You understand? I mean, good afternoon and welcome.
Good afternoon, Devon.
Good afternoon.
Do you remember once I think in the Capitol Hill, right? When I wonder if it's Donald Trump speaking and Nancy Pelosi, the Speaker of the House, was in the back. And it was so much a trash talk and she had some documents in her hand. She was ripping it up and throw it away right there.
I believe the Prime Minister was nice when he saying that. Karansi when they nice, they don't say anything.
No, I mean, it reminds me of that scenario, like, you know, I mean, it doesn't sound the way which is meant to be. And that's like, Granite is a private entity, and don't you expect that to happen. Yeah, we could talk. Talk is cheap. Talk is free. Yeah? But that's not reality. That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. No company is going to, they might do it for once or twice if you ask, but that's going to be a continuous something. Yeah? Services have to be paid for. Yeah? And if that's the case, then pay for the service and you shall get the service. That is how I see it. I mean, I could be subject to correction here. Yeah?
Well, boys, it is so, I mean, I don't know. What these people are doing, they have us confused.
But listen this, Devon, and listen this. At the same time, the gentleman was telling the people and him that the question we what need to ask him, does he know Bellevue Mountains? Does he has 20 acres of land in Bellevue Mountain about 6 years ago? Did he plant any coconut trees? Was he paying any workers? Did he tell anybody at any time agriculture do have money? Did he tell anybody at any time he's spending money and he don't making it back? Does he intend to have a CBI project in that same land? Did he tell anybody agriculture is a waste of time? The lands, there could the hydraulic trucks drive through these lands. No, these are real questions to ask the man. And that is nothing about no politics here. They are just rational questions based on what he say.
Master Carl,
So how a man could, if a man tells one agriculture is a waste of time, how come that man going around on estates and encouraging farming and telling farmers about white potato and all this kind of utter nonsense? And you have people, those in Grenada who say they're bright, because they just call people like me don't. Those bright people sit down there and and they don't tell any man nothing. They ain't say inside or stretch anything too much. Or say so, nah man. By I don't know nuggets.
Alright. In one of these clips, the Prime Minister basically, and that was a campaign speech,
You think on comedy, man?
He basically eliminated the need for MNIB,
Yes.
marketing board.
Yes.
He made it clear. So I'm not surprised, and Grenadians should not be surprised that the state marketing board is in now and where it will be later on, because the Prime Minister clearly states in his utterance, right, eliminate the need for MNIB.
Now let me tell you what happening.
Don't be surprised.
Let me tell you what happening. The guys are copycat. Listen me. All what you see trying to bring here happening maybe in St. Kitts or St. Lucia, and he's trying to follow.
Yeah.
You know what St. Lucia did to marketing board? This teaching hospital St. Kitts bi-monthly salary St. Kitts. So he following them in and them without understanding how you go affect the people. Hey! He's follow copycat. Let me tell you.
Copycat. Good afternoon and welcome.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Again. So see, we in Grenada here have a prime minister. He's a mental case.
We have
prime
an oppressor
minister.
here.
And he need to be in the pink house. He need to be in the pink house. That is my thing to him though. Because he have some kind of he's a mental case. And we don't know what will take place in Grenada just now. Because sometimes they might start running around and as how we flying, starting to beat people and bite people and do all kind of harm to people. God bless. So you need to be some way to get cured.
Thank you. Good afternoon.
Get you a more pie in the sky for the people.
I have one more for the people.
Run the pie in the sky.
This is I have a fresh one again.
Not the fresh one, the pie in the sky.
To give them the pie in the sky.
Not the one with the vehicle. You don't know pie in the sky?
We can assist our farmers through GDB.
Not that one, man.
By getting loans that would allow them to either form cooperatives.
This one here.
There is one item that we also wish to publicly call for a zero rating of. Not just on a 12-month basis, but on a permanent basis. And that item is internet supply or data supply. We live in 2022. We must begin to transform Grenada by engaging in fiscal policies that encourage the areas that we wish to develop and to transform Grenada by. Information technology, without doubt, is one of those areas. Given the fact that COVID-19 has brought widespread disruption to the way in which we educate our children and to the way in which we work, it is absolutely crucial for each citizen of Grenada.
You play that again.
From top?
Yeah.
There is one item that we also wish to publicly call for a zero rating of. Not just on a 12-month basis, but on a permanent basis. And that item is internet supply or data supply. We live in 2022. We must begin to transform Grenada by engaging in fiscal policies that encourage the areas that we wish to develop and to transform Grenada by. Information technology, without doubt, is one of those areas. Given the fact that COVID-19 has brought widespread disruption to the way in which we educate our children and to the way in which we work, it is absolutely crucial for each citizen of Grenada, young, student, old, working, retired, to have access to reliable and affordable data. And therefore, removing VAT or zero rating VAT on the provision of data and internet services will go a long way in ensuring that we make the supply of internet service to all our citizens of Grenada cheaper and more affordable. And so the National Democratic Congress will zero rate internet and data services throughout the length and breadth of Grenada.
When that will happen?
Has that been done?
When that will happen, Igwe? Because, Mr. Prime Minister, the police in the Western Police Division, on the western side, they say you come and go over and you tell them that already, and they're still waiting for you to pay the internet for them. You see, when they hear, they say he come there, when they say, boss, we just have to jump up to pay the internet, he say, no, that could happen. All now they're waiting still.
And I thought Minister Andrew said they are surplus.
All now they're waiting still. Well, you talking about police station? The one in Victoria Mall, already try to start to get a place for them. All now they're waiting still. Don't talk about St. David, don't talk about Grenville.
Grenville in a state.
What sort is them women and them can think because the place cramping at where the bank was, they have to stay at the home, pressure on the driver and to go and pick them up in the night. All kind of stupidness happening. But you knew all the problems because you was on the campaign trail listing them. What happened to you now? So that's what I'm telling you. It's an oppressor. Because toes say all you have money and surplus and all you do fixing it. So based on what toes say, that oppression. So when I come in and talk about oppression, they want to just come in and just saying things. Toes say plenty surplus money. You have it? But all you do fixing Maryborough, the place leaking, little children, the parents have to move the bed for them. All you do bringing internet for the police and them. All you do paying the pay and grade. Because all you remove the police, what he married to a MP. So you don't do up there again. So why are you not treating with the pay and grade? And the $60 all you give the police, they say they have to pay NIS and income tax out of that money. So you need to do better than that, Mr. Prime Minister. But they say you're going to St. Lucia this evening, so maybe, Mr. Tell us what go tell you. Okay, you're traveling again. Let me take the call.
Good afternoon and welcome.
Hello, good afternoon. Yes. I would like to wish my leader, Dr. the Right Honorable, a happy birthday, wishing him long life, health and strength, and to move on and come back and run this country. Another point I want to make, Dick Mitchell talking about mango and picking this and mango and plates and mango. In Grenada here, regardless of how you think about it, we have a lot of common breed mangoes, as they just call it. People don't suck them mangoes and them anymore. People don't even, pig don't even eat in them mango and them anymore. So I don't know what he's talking about. He just continue to tell the people what they want to hear and lie. I don't know how a young person so could say they're intelligent and could be so lying. I'm tired of this lie. Every time I listen, I just get vexed when I hear his voice because every time you listen to this man, he's a lie. Why this man lying so somebody can, all them pastors and them can talk to this man and tell this man stop lying?
The pastor and them lying too.
I met them Kali Shafari in town lately. I say, what happened to you now? I say, when was NNP time? You asking the Prime Minister all the personal business. I say, Kalisha, what happened to you now? I say, well, you asking the Prime Minister all the person. No, you have to ask the question. When you ask the question and he tell you lie, tell the no, he lying, look at the facts about it and things. But no, I say, well, you singing fire supper. I tell her that. I say, well, you guys should sing in fire supper. They have to stop this thing. The Prime Minister have to stop this thing. Somebody have to call upon the Prime Minister, man. It's time that somebody call upon him. Fine, I mean, we saying, and the man just not listening. What kind of human being this person is? What kind of man he is?
He's a young fella, and you know, when you're growing up and you're young, and you buy a soft drink or what, you open it in your mouth.
Well, he had to be.
So she should ask him if he opening bottle cock in his mouth.
Well, he had to be something like that. No, man. These people and them that have to call upon the Prime Minister, they just, all of them, I don't know if they're singing for their supper. I don't know if they're in bed with the government, I don't know. And recently, I don't know, I tried to figure out if it's Daisy Hazard, I see that get some...
well, that's another story. We're looking into it.
Yeah, I want to really, if it's a...
Brian Grimes, you're going on with Daisy Hazard.
You know? I saw in a picture and I want to know if it's really she that is there.
Brian used to be good friend. What happened, Daisy? Bonga away, she killed Pity. Which one?
Daisy is a employee of the government.
Have they? So, Brian, based on what they say so they recognize why is Daisy price then? Can see everybody have a price. Brian, I want some guidance from you.
Well, yes. Well, number 10, the more you hear number 10 get a lot, so the more you're going to get too, because I mean, you speaking in that tone of voice recently, and I mean, you is advisor to who, I mean, yes, you could be a public servant. Nobody can say no, but I hear the allegation that she's advisor to who, I can't even remember the person.
Well, maybe for the country's sake, no sacrifice is too hard for she to make. I don't know, maybe. I'm just trying to
these are things
make sense of it.
And ask questions, because I mean...
Well, the same lady, go back and look for until she could ask them that question on them. Because they won't come here for we to ask them. If they come here, go ask them. Or if they call, I go ask them. Or they don't call in and they don't come in here.
That is the thing.
So let somebody else ask them.
Yeah, well, we have got to call and call this try again. I got to meet her in tongue and call and ask her what.
So all them are opening battle cock in them out we want to know too.
Yes, man. Yes. Have to. I have to get that ringtone on my phone, you know. I have it here.
Yes.
I have it here.
No, that's a good ringtone in Twitter.
I have it here. Anyway, good afternoon, guys.
Good afternoon, my friend. They have it here. No, and my question. Oh, sorry.
Without the document, without the computer,
without AI.
When I say the National Democratic Congress intends to ensure that there is at least one health center in every parish that operates 24 hours a day, and that there is at least one pharmacy either connected to the healthcare center or a private pharmacy that operates 24 hours a day in each parish. And you like the idea and you clap. Will you call it a pie in the sky idea?
Pie again?
More pie.
Well,
like Uncle Pie.
Yeah, well, if you imagine the health centers, mostly not all of them either close.
You see one in every parish.
Yeah, but I'm saying right now, either they close, right?
Or they don't have what it takes.
Or they don't have what it takes.
The means to afford them.
So how, I don't understand.
So Mr. Prime Minister, what hinders thou that you don't have one health center in every parish? Because when men get sick in St. Patrick's on a weekend, it's either Maryborough tongue. And you know that. So what happened? Your mama got any people on them then? But watch. There's one. I was strolling through St. George's and I overheard a conversation on health. And they say even the Prime Minister don't know what's going on. Yeah, and then people are saying like they have to put some committee in place to help LACO, because they say like LACO void of any ideas. They say you could only make noise, youth, but they say now the man don't have no ideas of what's going on. You can nurse go in. They say the police could hardly tell them pressure on them like they had the hospital on the back walking around. Yeah, because they say the Prime Minister admitted he don't know what's going on. I don't know. That's what chatters say. So if it's so, and as Chagros you say, if you can't run the country, call back Dr. Mitchell and them. Simple. Just tell the people you're sorry. You don't have, they won't vex with you. Just say what? I'm sorry, I thought I could have make it, but I can't make it. You understand? The thing blinking.
An NDC government will ensure that youth in agriculture and fisheries, youth in diplomacy and diplomatic affairs, youth in sport, medicine, and sport leadership, youth in every division of every area and sector of government will be visible at every level of our political structure.
Jonathan amnesia, you know. So Jonathan, that's why you tell the people with your big lifeguard. So how come all now the youth and them waiting still? How many youth diplomats you have, Devon? How many youth in agriculture? Jonathan, the people and them go hold all the responsible, you know? And you're a man of the cloud, they won't hold you guiltless.
Pastor Jonathan.
Because Pastor, you know the right, but you don't doing it. You have all possibility between many stripes. All right.
Good afternoon and welcome.
Yeah, good afternoon. Yes, not really. The mother make a twin baby in the hospital, and then they wasn't well, and then she went home to go back to the hospital next day, and they found the twin children died. So they were, according to what I get on Drink Simon program. All right.
What is happening?
You see, her mother went to hospital. She had twins. Apparently something happened. She went back to the hospital again and they died.
Well, my heart goes out to them.
Yeah. That was something too.
Eh?
That was something too pleasing.
Nah.
An NDC government will ensure that youth in agriculture and fisheries, youth in diplomacy and diplomatic affairs, youth in sport, medicine, and sport leadership, youth in every division of every area and sector of government will be visible at every level of our political structure.
A school child tell me they understand that the capital of Grenada is Dubai. Is that so?
But here, youth in mental hospital. You see, I read in newspaper what is friend with them. See, there's an increase in patients in the mental place. I don't know what causing that.
Truth?
Yes. Watch. Igwe. Grenada, Carlo Corey right now because nobody don't care, you know. Nobody don't care. Nobody don't care. Boy, I'm scared of that tongue. Let's take a break, Igwe. Yeah, call it.
Yeah. Hello?
Good afternoon to Master Carl.
Hey!
Good afternoon to Zimbabwe and Devon and to the Grenadian people who is listening home abroad. Home and abroad. Happy birthday to Dr. Mitchell.
Yeah.
Well, who that speaking there, Mr. Carl, Mr. That clip you all just played there. Who that saying that day?
About youth? I fell by you down there, Mr. Lacret.
Well, Mr. Lacret don't live in Grenada. Mr. Lacret, let me tell you, my name is Camille Teresa Scott. The youth is speaking about today in agriculture and today in this and day in that. You know what it is? They are on the sidewalk in the town of St. George. They install the sidewalk in the different parishes around Grenada. And what I see that's happening with some of the youth in the town of St. George, they come in and buy a raw. One raw 50 cents and a cigarette for $1. And the reason for that, because they don't have no jobs, so they're smoking marijuana. You hear what I tell you? And that is not no they say. I don't hear nobody say that. I've seen that with my eyes. And I've seen the youths begging everybody that pass for $1 to make up to buy a beer, a stock, $5. You hear what I'm telling you, sir?
Yes.
That is what I see with my eyes every day.
Youth.
The youths coming to me and Miss Cammy, give me a bus stop, please. And I have to give them because I'm a grandmother. So I don't understand That's why you said during campaign and you all do nothing for them young people. Not do it for the young people. Marijuana they smoking, one raw, a cigarette, a Phoenix special, because they want to mix the little ganja and smoke. They have nothing to do. And you have some young people that willing to, they want a job. Some of them that is hanging out and begging, they need something to do. They don't have a choice.
Yes.
Because they're frustrated. I am telling you, and it's gospel truth I'm speaking. Because most of them, they come to me. Sometimes they come to me, and I have to give them out whatever little I have to share with them. You understand? So I don't understand you all people. And whatever we get, we have to take it now. And Miss Azar and them, I tell you, don't trust Grenadians. Don't surprise. All know they're balling, but don't surprise. If the election call tomorrow morning, these people go back and vote for NDC, you know. Don't be surprised, Grenadians. All of they're balling. Don't surprise these people because they go take a bribe. They go take a bribe. Some of them, they're greedy.
Maybe Daisy feeling she do that, she go help the people in Carriacou.
Help people in Carriacou?
I don't know.
And this
I'm
lady,
just trying to be objective.
Them don't asking Dick Mitchell nothing. No hard what they go as Dick Mitchell. They prayed. They pray they're going to lose their friends. They pray they're going to lose their job. Why to love your country and you see something going wrong, you speak. You speak out of what you see that is wrong. That woman is a journalist. She will never ask Dick Mitchell all these hard questions. She will not do that. Because she will never buy she bread. You depend on man. Ask the man. Find him where he's there. And let him know what's going on in the country because they are wrong tongue every day. And people, I don't see people stopping on the terminal and telling her, God, they will never ask him nothing. They like what he's doing. So I personally am not sorry for what some of us going through. I don't sorry, Papa God. They will never ask him nothing. They get money, you know something, Master Carl and the Grenadian people, you know you have a parent and they had some money, they had land, they had what? Wealth. And they come and they dead and they leave everything for you.
Yeah.
You didn't work for it and they just spend it.
Squander, they be like
that
drink.
is squander it. That is what go on there. I don't know why and they still leave that money there. They just squander the money. Right? And right now they don't have money because you just talk about the police with $60. And a police officer tell me $60 they give us.
Yeah.
The man tell me that. I know he's listening this afternoon. He tell me that and he's very upset. If he could have do better, maybe he'd really walk already. Yeah? And it's the gospel truth. But we like whatever they're doing to us because nobody, we only talking. That could have never happened in Jamaica, Trinidad, and in some other country. The Grenadian people that love Grenada take the street. They are there in front of the Mitchell office every morning with some placard. You understand? But we like what's going on. They love the Prime Minister. They say, I don't call in that. Watch. I don't upset on how you play clip with that man's voice, you know. I don't listen, to be honest. I don't hate nobody. Because I have children, I have grandchildren. But I don't listen to these people. I don't look at them on TV. I don't listen to them. I don't watch them. Because I don't understand. These are people that come from poor background family.
No, they see.
They didn't born with money. Their parents didn't born and meet money there. Some never helped their parents to send them to school. And God bless them to get a little education. And look how you treating people. I don't care about poor people. And I don't care about you because I'm not depending on you. Anything all you want to do with Miss Kami, all you could do. I trust in the Most High. And he must use one like crucial. Even though the meaning of crucial. The Michelle using the word crucial. I hear you play a clip there. Don't talk about crucial, boy. Crucial. All you sick. You going away, you're going abroad. And when you come back, you can tell the people, well, look, I get a $2 million. So you go do, none of you all start a project. None of you all inside a day Never come and say, well, look, all you get that. And you go do this, you go do that for the country. Not for Kit Mitchell, no. For the Grenadian people that vote for you all. And some of you all NNP that run and vote for them, take what all you get. If you want to say, take what all you get, it's not nice. Grenadians suffering. Some of them pretty well speak. Somebody go say, that's Miss Camille voice, and then they go send you home, they go send you straight home. If you are trusting God, if you are Grenadian people that say all these believers, because Michelle touching all in your workplace. If all you believe in the Most High God, Rastafari, because Michelle touching all you. I don't understand. No pastors don't come in and speak out. I remember Sanford Simon say it's time for Dr. Mitchell to step down. He should get a success. How he use the word. None of them. I don't give you a dollar in no church. Me, Camille, I don't give you nothing. I rather give the Catholic Church. I'll hold it upside them down. I rather put it in the Catholic Church. Because you have old people that they don't feed from Sunday to Monday. When you go up on St. John Street, them people with the white dress give it poor people a piece of food when they come. None of the pastors, you don't hear they come in and speak. It's not a Sunday when you preach. Or you preach this morning. None of this talk about the wrong things they're doing. The Prime Minister flying. He don't come back and say he get some money from Dubai and he go do that and he go do this for the poor people. Come on, give me a break. All the day coming, one day at a time. And I always used to hear other boyfriend once. And he used to always tell me the longest rope of an end. And I used to say, oh, now what do you mean by that? When that man leave me, die when I know what he mean, the longest rope of an end. And I don't know if what you live in Grenada. When you hear the Grenadian people done with all you, if what you live in this country. Have a good evening, Grenada.
Yes. All right, Camille.
I have a passage of scripture for Mr. Jonathan Lockhart and Mr. Telesford. 2 Thessalonians 2:11, and it says, for this reason, God sends them a powerful delusion so that they will believe the lie. So, God not making them do that, to believe the lies they telling the Grenadian people, Devon. 2 Thessalonians 2:11, that's not my word. So if they have a problem, take it up with the Bible. Yes, Igwe.
Boy, one of the things that our Prime Minister flying so much, And sometimes I mean, the birds and them can't fly, but he had to go and fly too and go away to spread a lot of the lies. Because if you notice, as Prime Minister, most of the things that he's saying or trying to deceive the people, he's saying it outside of Grenada. You understand? And so, but he would not, as Prime Minister, stand up in Parliament or even in a press conference and speak truth to the Grenadian people.
The chatters on the street want to know what happened in the NDC office in Guelph. With some housing officer. They want to know.
You close?
I don't know. They want to know chatters on the street because I don't live in Guelph. But they want to know what happened to the NDC office. In the NDC office.
Somebody from Guelph call us.
And was the housing officer sent home some Gramby business? I don't know.
Call us and give us our
update. They ain't paying the rental.
I don't know. Yes, let's take it.
Good afternoon and welcome.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Master Carl, the second one.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I want to say a special greetings strong to the boss himself, the chief.
Yes.
General.
Yeah, five-star general. Let me tell you all something, Ajit. What that play here is bigger than we think. You see all this traveling, especially to that Dubai thing, what's at play here is bigger than we think. What's happening on the ground doesn't substantiate what's happening in the air. Because the Prime Minister, I will bet in the next couple of months, this man might not recognize Grenada because he's out of Grenada so much. He'll become part of the diaspora. Because what I'm hearing, people know the NDC surrogates and fans they now start on the personal attacks on people. So right now we get into the state where we can't talk, we can't say nothing. The opposition members and MPs not supposed to say nothing. We got to take it, and it's up and up according to them, because they're always in a plane. We have a pilot prime minister right now. She's going to study to be a pilot. But what I'm telling them, and Mr. Ami rightly said, I am seeing it myself, because I just be in Grenville on a weekly basis, on a daily basis after work. And I've seen it for myself. And when I come in town, I've seen it. Why some people enjoying themselves, grifting of the party, making money of the party. I just wonder who does be around the Prime Minister when he goes to these trips. Or is there checks and balances the way he goes and who he meets? Because if these trips are closed door trips, I would beg to know who are the people that he's meeting, because they say we Dr. Mitchell and his government bring convestors, as they call them, and all kind of people here. He's going to meet them, allegedly. So I need to know. Well,
they bring the fish cake away.
You understand? I want to know, because those countries, these people don't play games. And anytime you go to these countries, either they want something from you or you want something for them. And in this country, nothing goes unpaid. Pay attention to that, folks. Pay attention. Again, I will say, Grenada, we go to 50 years of independence, and we are seeing it trying to whitewash the former leaders, including Tillman Thomas, including Nicholas Bradford, all these prime ministers that would have made a contribution to the country development in some way or fashion at the time. You can't get away from that. Each of them have their own unique way of bringing development to the country. But this prime minister now seems to be glossing over that, and he's focusing on one man.
I don't hear Gary name at all, father of independence.
He's focusing on one man. And this prime minister is around my age. I mean, all of us the same age, and he does not seem to understand that you cannot forget your past.
Okay.
But
He's around your age. You have any persons that is friends with him, what you know?
Well, I know a few, yeah. That he
So,
went to school with.
find out for me, if he does open bottle cock with his mouth.
Well,
I don't know. Find out for me. You don't know. So find out from somebody.
I don't know. I don't know what, but what I can say is, I work in a company that had those particular crumbs, as you call them. I've seen people do it, and it's not a good practice to do. So I don't know why is it relevant.
So I want to know if he does do that.
And lastly, I happened to view a press conference, a town hall meeting with the Honorable Minister of Health and Ms. Gloria Thomas. I think Honorable Andy was there, the Prime Minister was there. Mm-hmm. And even me, I looking at Honorable Lacquette's presentation, and I was wondering what this man talking about. Literally wondering what this guy was talking about. This man going to rant about 2027. So he's like in Donald Trump mode, and he's in campaign mode rather than...
Why is he now 2027?
The man was basically campaigning, and he mentioned he mind on 2027. If you go back and listen to the song, all you will see that.
Well, at least he speak the truth, because he don't do nothing. So you have to give back the $2,000 and don't take pay.
You know what
no, you don't lie. You don't do nothing. He mind on 2027 in truth. You don't lie. Because he don't do nothing.
You know what I would like for us to do as Grenadians? You see like how you're playing these clips there, Master Carl? I'm begging for you all to like open a WhatsApp chat with the members, some members, and broadcast these chats or these clippings to some people's phones. So what we could do is go to some town hall meetings. There's some small Bluetooth speakers. And you go and you challenge it, including, especially Andy, when he says, hold him to it, and play this clip for them. Play them on doctor, so you cannot say that is not my voice. Because what will happen, when you go and just talk just so, the crowd will give you ooh and make a certain noise. But when you play for them to their face, and hold them to it, I would like to see their reaction and their body language after that, because they cannot come and say, oh, well, I didn't see that. Because they want to say Dr. Mitchell promised gas and oil, and all of this, and all of that. Let me hold them to it, because that's what they say. Right? And to Ms. Hazard, good luck. Have a good afternoon, gentlemen.
Well, before you go, find out that thing for me.
I will find out, yeah, but you're not there, no.
Later, Tino.
Somebody from Guava to call us.
Yeah.
I want to find out about our housing thing.
And you know, it's important. We winding down on our program, but I still have that question out there. Can anybody tell me what has happened in Grenada in the last year, right, in terms of development, progress? Tell me.
I gotta go off Manafil.
Yes, we won't take him. Good morning, good afternoon, and welcome.
What is Devon going far, boy?
Yeah, boy.
Good
But
afternoon. Good afternoon. Well, Carl,
talk to
first
us.
of all you forget to play the real clip itself. The real clip, all you forgetting to play it, and you know others always call for it.
Which one?
The kakistocracy.
Kakistocracy.
That's a government we got.
Government by the worst suitable people.
Exactly, exactly. But I just watch you go off and sometimes, and I just always see that office closed, and I don't know why. But what I mean, the chatters on the street is saying is some rat was is some they put the rat to watchman the cheese, the cat and they so the rat eat the cheese. That is what I hear the chatters on the ground saying. So I don't know, I don't have no facts about that. I don't have no facts about it. I'm just saying that is what I'm hearing on the street. It could be untrue, it could be true, I don't
They
know.
put rat to watch cheese.
So all them
And they followed.
so all them rat prevailing now. When the PM go in, he put in. When the PM go in, he put in a rat outside.
Well, when the cats are with my spleen,
Yeah, my spleen.
Gibrich.
All right, my friend. Thanks again.
All
right. Yeah, when the cats away, the rats come out to play.
The mice play.
Yeah, well, no, that is big rat now. You know, mice again. I leave mice or perhaps
them not even
Ron or somebody.
Them
But
not,
big
them
rat
not
that
even rat anymore. You call them another one.
Another one. DJ Kali style.
Yeah, they see country rat go down tongue. You move across the road.
Let me take that final
You
call.
ball out one tongue, rat walk across with easy. See, look at another one.
Another one. Good afternoon and welcome.
Yeah, just coming for 1 second. KB, good afternoon. Massacre,
Hey.
I want the listeners to know. I have Asham, I have Sima, so, and I have some tickets from one of the NNP group in Tivoli. They live some by me, so people interested, pass and purchase one because
Barbecue
they're having some
tickets.
barbecue. I think it's in November the 25th. I'm not sure. Miss
Yeah.
one, I could call and give the. I can't remember it out in my head right now because they hope I had the tickets in town. So anybody interested, pass and to support your party. If you love your party, to support your party because they're having little fundraising barbecue. I think it's $15. Miss one, if you just listen to the program, you could call Master Carl or send him a message. You understand? And that question to you, Mr. Devon Romain. NDC did not do anything for that year they've been there. They don't do nothing yet. NDC government is working on what Dr. Mitchell left there. Some of the programs they continue, they just change the name and they're taking credit for Monkuma Road, right? And other programs that they had, they try the thing, they change it to WASH. That's been there under the NNP government. They don't stop nothing yet because they squanderize the money and they don't have money to start no program. The only Mamagani people, because the Prime Minister, the present Prime Minister now said he's doing things different. And we the Grenadian people know they're doing things different. And let me tell you something. The people in Dubai and in England where he does go, they know what's going on in Grenada. You understand? They know what is going on. So they cannot go there and fool these people. You understand? They know. I met a lady there before from Lebanon. A young lady. She come and buy from me. And they know what is going on in Grenada. So they can't fool the Russians and the other people. They know. And some of the Grenadians that living in England and America, shame. They know what's going on. They just shame. Okay? That is what I have to say this evening.
All right, my
And
dear.
don't get fooled by that. They already know. Because I have children living all day. Right? Have a good evening.
All right, Sister Kami, take care. Yes.
All right, you guys closing up statement. You have 4 minutes.
Okay. Well, Master Carl, I'll take the thing as we conclude our program today. I have I want to stress on basically three minor points that I was clamoring early on in our program when it comes to what was done by this government in the last year. A budget at over $1.something billion, and we have not seen anything done in no sector. What has been done for the youths of our country?
Youth.
What is there for the young people of our country? You can hear them and see them every day. And finally, I'm appealing to those persons who are not talking. Nobody. I cannot understand that we have some grown, well-educated people who are supporting the National Democratic Congress, who don't have the balls to turn around and speak about the ills that this government is doing presently. What they are doing to your young people, what they are doing to the elderly, what they are doing to the less fortunate, and how they are destroying our country. None of you have the guts and the balls to come out and say anything. Shame on all of you. And I hope by the time next week and next program, much more will be done by this government. Have a good evening, my friends.
Scared at all.
Scared at all.
I tell you.
Crooked, that is the frequent comment I hear. Two one-sided